Proverbs, Wisdom for Everyday Life, Chapter 1. The foundation of wisdom. These are the teachings of Solomon, David's son and king of Israel. His words hold the keys to living wisely, gaining self-control, and understanding life's deepest truths. Wisdom will teach you what is right, just, and fair. Even ordinary people can become wise by listening. The young can gain knowledge and good sense, and if you're already wise, you'll grow even wiser. The beginning of all wisdom is this: respect and obey the Lord. Only fools reject wisdom and good advice. A warning against evil. Listen, my child, to what your parents teach you. Treasure their guidance like a beautiful crown. Don't let sinners tempt you with their words. Come with us. Let's ambush someone for fun. We'll take everything they have and share it all. Their path leads to destruction. They set traps for others but end up trapped themselves. What they gain by violence will cost them everything. Wisdom calls out, wisdom doesn't hide. She shouts in the streets, in the marketplaces, at the city gates. She cries out, "How long will you love your ignorance? How long will you mock knowledge? I called, but you refused. I reached out, but you ignored me. You rejected my advice and wanted nothing to do with my correction. So when disaster strikes like a whirlwind, I will laugh at your trouble. You'll search for me but won't find me because you hated knowledge and didn't fear the Lord. Now you will eat the fruit of your own choices. Your selfish plans will destroy you, but whoever listens to me will live in safety, without fear of disaster." Chapter 2. The search for wisdom. My child, treasure my teachings. Listen closely to wisdom and cry out for understanding. Search for wisdom like you'd search for hidden treasure. If you seek it with all your heart, you'll understand what it means to respect and know the Lord. God is the source of all wisdom. He gives knowledge and understanding. He protects those who live rightly and watches over the faithful. He makes sure justice is done. Wisdom will guard your heart. It will rescue you from evil people who twist the truth and enjoy doing wrong. It will protect you from seductive words that lead to destruction. Follow the example of good people. Live with integrity. Those who do right will stand firm, but the wicked will be rooted out. Chapter 3. Trusting God completely. My child, don't forget my teachings. Let love and loyalty be like a necklace around your neck. Write them on your heart. Then God and people will approve of you. Trust the Lord with all your heart. Don't depend on your own understanding. Let God guide your path, and He will make your way straight. Don't be wise in your own eyes. Fear the Lord and turn away from evil. This will bring health to your body and strength to your bones. Honor God with your wealth. Give Him the first part of all you earn. Then your harvest will overflow. Don't despise God's discipline. The Lord corrects those He loves like a father corrects his favorite child. The value of wisdom. Wisdom is worth more than silver and gold, more precious than jewels. Nothing you desire compares to her. In her right hand is long life, in her left, riches and honor. She leads you down pleasant paths and brings happiness. She is a tree of life to those who embrace her. By wisdom the Lord created the heavens. By understanding He set the oceans in place. Living wisely keeps sound judgment and common sense close to you. They will give you life and beauty. You'll walk safely, rest without fear, and sleep peacefully. Don't be afraid of sudden disaster. The Lord will protect you. Do good to those who deserve your help. Don't put off helping someone when you can help today. Don't scheme against your neighbor. Don't envy violent people or follow their ways. The Lord curses the homes of the wicked but blesses the homes of the righteous. He mocks those who mock Him but gives grace to the humble. Chapter 4. The path of life. My child, listen to my teaching. When I was young, my father said to me, "Treasure my words, follow them and you will live. Get wisdom, above all else get understanding. Value wisdom and she will protect you. Honor her and she will lift you up. She will place a crown of beauty on your head." The two paths I've shown you, the path of wisdom. Walk in it. Don't turn aside. The path of the righteous is like the morning sun, growing brighter until the full light of day. But the way of the wicked is deep darkness. They don't even know what makes them stumble. Guard your heart above all else, for everything you do flows from it. Keep your eyes straight ahead. Fix your gaze on what is right. Don't turn to the right or the left. Chapter 5. Guarding your heart, my son, pay attention to my wisdom. The words of an immoral woman may seem sweet as honey, but they lead to bitterness and death. Her path goes down to the grave. Stay far away from her. Don't even go near her door. The joy of faithfulness, be faithful to your own wife. Rejoice in the wife of your youth. Let her be the one who satisfies you always. Why would you be captivated by someone else's wife? The Lord sees everything you do. He watches all your paths. The wicked will be caught in their own sins and die because of their foolishness. Chapter 6. Warnings and wisdom, my child. If you guarantee someone else's debt, you've trapped yourself. Go and beg to be released from the agreement. The lesson of the ant. Lazy people learn from the ant. Without a leader, they store up food in summer and prepare for winter. How long will you sleep? A little folding of hands, and poverty will come upon you like an armed robber. What God hates. There are 6 things the Lord hates. 7 he detests. Haughty eyes, a lying tongue, hands that shed innocent blood, a heart that devises wicked schemes, feet that race toward evil, a false witness, who pours out lies, one who stirs up conflict in the family, warnings against adultery. Keep your father's commands and don't abandon your mother's teaching. They will guide you, protect you, and speak wisdom to you. Don't be led astray by someone else's wife. Adultery will cost you everything. Can you carry fire in your arms without burning your clothes? Can you walk on hot coals without burning your feet? The same is true with adultery. You cannot escape the consequences. Chapter 7. The trap of seduction, my son, treasure my words. Let wisdom be your sister and understanding your close friend. They will protect you from the seductive woman. I once looked out my window and saw a young man with no sense walking past the house of an unfaithful woman at twilight. She was dressed provocatively and came out to meet him. She kissed him and said, "I've prepared my sacrifice. My bed is covered with fine linen and perfume. Come, let's enjoy love all night. My husband is away on a long trip." He followed her immediately, like an ox led to the slaughter, like a bird rushing into a trap. Don't follow her path. Her house is a highway to the grave. Chapter 8. Wisdom speaks, wisdom calls out from the highest places at the crossroads beside the city gates. I call to everyone. Listen, for I speak what is right. My words are true and just. Wisdom is better than jewels. Nothing you desire compares to her. I am wisdom. I possess knowledge and sound judgment. To fear the Lord is to hate evil, pride, arrogance, and perverse speech. I love those who love me. Those who seek me will find me. Riches and honor come from me, enduring wealth and righteousness. My fruit is better than fine gold. The Lord possessed me at the beginning of his ways, before his works of old. I was established from eternity. Before the mountains were formed, before the hills, I was brought forth. I was with him as a master craftsman, rejoicing always in his presence, delighting in the human race. Now, my children, listen to me. Blessed are those who keep my ways. Listen to instruction and be wise. Whoever finds me finds life. But whoever misses me harms themselves. Those who hate me love death. Chapter 9. The invitation of wisdom and folly. Wisdom has built her house with 7 pillars. She has prepared her feast and sent out invitations. Come, eat my bread and drink my wine. Leave your simple ways and live. Walk in the way of understanding. Whoever corrects a mocker invites insult. Don't rebuke a fool or they'll hate you, but correct the wise and they'll love you. Give instruction to the wise and they'll grow wiser. The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Knowledge of the Holy One brings understanding. Folly also calls out. She sits at the highest point of the city and invites the simple. Stolen water is sweet. Bread eaten in secret is delicious. But her guests are in the depths of the grave. Chapter 10. Proverbs of Solomon. Wise children bring joy to their parents. Foolish children bring grief. Wealth won't help in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. Lazy hands bring poverty, diligent hands bring wealth. A wise heart accepts commands, but a chattering fool comes to ruin. Whoever walks in integrity walks securely, but whoever takes crooked paths will be found out. Hatred stirs up conflict, but love covers all wrongs. When words are many, sin is unavoidable, but those who restrain their lips are wise. The mouth of the righteous is a fountain of life. The fear of the Lord adds length to life. The hope of the righteous brings joy, but the expectations of the wicked come to nothing. The way of the Lord is a refuge for the blameless. The righteous will never be shaken, but the wicked will not dwell in the land. Chapter 11. Living righteously, the Lord detests dishonest scales, but accurate weights please him. Pride leads to disgrace, but humility brings wisdom. The integrity of the upright guides them, but the unfaithful are destroyed by their duplicity. Wealth is worthless in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivers from death. The righteous are delivered from trouble, and the wicked fall into it instead. With their mouths, the godless destroy their neighbors, but through knowledge the righteous escape. When the righteous prosper, the city rejoices. When the wicked perish, there are shouts of joy. Whoever brings ruin on their family will inherit only wind. A generous person will prosper. Whoever refreshes others will be refreshed. Whoever trusts in riches will fall, but the righteous will thrive like a green leaf. Chapter 12. Words and character. Whoever loves discipline loves knowledge, but whoever hates correction is stupid. The Lord approves the righteous but condemns the wicked. A wife of noble character is her husband's crown, but a disgraceful wife is like decay in his bones. The words of the wicked lie in wait for blood, but the speech of the upright rescues them. The righteous care for the needs of their animals, but the kindest acts of the wicked are cruel. Those who work their land will have abundant food, but those who chase fantasies have no sense. The words of the wicked are a deadly ambush, but the speech of the upright rescues them. The righteous will never be uprooted, but the wicked will not remain in the land. An honest witness tells the truth, but a false witness tells lies. Reckless words pierce like a sword, but the tongue of the wise brings healing. Truthful lips endure forever, but a lying tongue lasts only a moment. Chapter 13. Wisdom and wealth. A wise child accepts a parent's discipline, but a mocker refuses to listen. From the fruit of their lips, people enjoy good things. Those who guard their lips preserve their lives, but those who speak rashly will come to ruin. A sluggard's appetite is never filled, but the desires of the diligent are fully satisfied. The righteous hate what is false, but the wicked bring shame and disgrace. Righteousness guards the person of integrity, but wickedness overthrows the sinner. Wealth from a wrong source diminishes, but whoever gathers money little by little makes it grow. Hope deferred makes the heart sick, but a longing fulfilled is a tree of life. Whoever scorns instruction will pay for it, but whoever respects a command is rewarded. Walk with the wise and become wise, for a companion of fools suffers harm. Whoever spares the rod hates their children, but those who love them are careful to discipline them. Chapter 14. The path of life. The wise woman builds her house, but with her own hands the foolish one tears hers down. The prudent give thought to their steps, but the foolish are deceived. A fool's folly leads to their ruin, but the wise are crowned with knowledge. The wise store up choice food and olive oil, but the foolish gulp theirs down. There is a way that appears to be right, but in the end it leads to death. Even in laughter the heart may ache, and rejoicing may end in grief. The simple inherit folly, but the prudent are crowned with knowledge. The poor are shunned even by their neighbors, but the rich have many friends. Whoever oppresses the poor shows contempt for their Maker, but whoever is kind to the needy honors God. When calamity comes, the wicked are brought down, but even in death the righteous seek refuge in God. Wisdom reposes in the heart of the discerning, and even among fools she lets herself be known. Righteousness exalts a nation, but sin condemns any people. Chapter 15. Gentle words. A gentle answer turns away wrath, but a harsh word stirs up anger. The tongue of the wise adorns knowledge, but the mouth of the fool gushes folly. The eyes of the Lord are everywhere, keeping watch on the wicked and the good. The soothing tongue is a tree of life, but a perverse tongue crushes the spirit. A fool spurns a parent's discipline, but whoever heeds correction shows prudence. The house of the righteous contains great treasure, but the income of the wicked brings ruin. The lips of the wise spread knowledge, but the hearts of fools are not upright. The Lord detests the sacrifice of the wicked, but the prayer of the upright pleases him. The Lord detests the way of the wicked, but he loves those who pursue righteousness. Better a little with the fear of the Lord than great wealth with turmoil. Better a meal of vegetables where there is love than a fattened calf with hatred. A hot-tempered person stirs up conflict, but the patient calm a quarrel. The fear of the Lord teaches wisdom, and humility comes before honor. Chapter 16. God's sovereignty. To humans belong the plans of the heart, but from the Lord comes the proper answer of the tongue. All a person's ways seem pure to them, but motives are weighed by the Lord. Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and he will establish your plans. The Lord works out everything to its proper end, even the wicked for a day of disaster. The Lord detests all the proud of heart. Be sure of this, they will not go unpunished. Through love and faithfulness sin is atoned for. Through the fear of the Lord evil is avoided. When the Lord takes pleasure in anyone's way, he causes their enemies to make peace with them. Better a little with righteousness than much gain with injustice. In their hearts humans plan their course, but the Lord establishes their steps. A king's lips speak as an oracle, and his mouth does not betray justice. Honest scales and balances belong to the Lord. All the weights in the bag are of his making. Kings detest wrongdoing, for a throne is established through righteousness. Pride goes before destruction, a haughty spirit before a fall. Better to be lowly in spirit along with the oppressed than to share plunder with the proud. Whoever gives heed to instruction prospers, and blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord. Chapter 17. Relationships and integrity. Better a dry crust with peace and quiet than a house full of feasting with strife. A prudent servant will rule over a disgraceful son, and will share the inheritance as one of the family. The crucible for silver and the furnace for gold, but the Lord tests the heart. A wicked person listens to deceitful lips. A liar pays attention to a destructive tongue. Whoever mocks the poor shows contempt for their Maker. Whoever gloats over disaster will not go unpunished. Children's children are a crown to the aged, and parents are the pride of their children. Eloquent lips are unsuited to a fool. How much worse lying lips to a ruler? A bribe is seen as a charm by the one who gives it. They think success will come at every turn. Whoever would foster love covers over an offense, but whoever repeats the matter separates close friends. A rebuke impresses a discerning person more than 100 lashes a fool. Evil people are eager for rebellion, so a harsh official will be sent against them. Better to meet a bear robbed of her cubs than a fool bent on folly. Evil will never leave the house of one who pays back evil for good. Starting a quarrel is like breaching a dam, so drop the matter before a dispute breaks out. A friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for a time of adversity. The one who has knowledge uses words with restraint, and whoever has understanding is even-tempered. Chapter 18. Words and wisdom. An unfriendly person pursues selfish ends, and against all sound judgment starts quarrels. Fools find no pleasure in understanding, but delight in airing their own opinions. When wickedness comes, so does contempt, and with shame comes reproach. The words of the mouth are deep waters, but the fountain of wisdom is a rushing stream. It is not good to be partial to the wicked and so deprive the innocent of justice. The lips of fools bring them strife, and their mouths invite a beating. The tongue of fools is their undoing, and their mouths are a snare to their very lives. The words of a gossip are like choice morsels. they go down to the inmost parts. One who is slack in work is close kin to a vandal. The name of the Lord is a fortified tower. The righteous run to it and are safe. The wealth of the rich is their fortified city. They imagine it a wall too high to scale. Before a downfall, the heart is haughty, but humility comes before honor. To answer before listening, that is folly and shame. The human spirit can endure in sickness, but a crushed spirit who can bear? The heart of the discerning acquires knowledge, for the ears of the wise seek it out. A gift opens the way and ushers the giver into the presence of the great. The first to present his case seems right, till another comes forward and questions him. Casting the lot settles disputes and keeps strong opponents apart. A brother wronged is more unyielding than a fortified city. Disputes are like the barred gates of a citadel. From the fruit of their mouth a person's stomach is filled. With the harvest of their lips they are satisfied. The tongue has the power of life and death, and those who love it will eat its fruit. He who finds a wife finds what is good and receives favor from the Lord. The poor plead for mercy, but the rich answer harshly. One who has unreliable friends soon comes to ruin, but there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Chapter 19. Wisdom and Wealth. Better the poor whose walk is blameless than a fool whose lips are perverse. Desire without knowledge is not good. How much more will hasty feet miss the way? A person's own folly leads to their ruin, yet their heart rages against the Lord. Wealth attracts many friends, but even the closest friend of the poor deserts them. A false witness will not go unpunished, and whoever pours out lies will not go free. Many curry favor with a ruler, and everyone is the friend of one who gives gifts. The poor are shunned by all their relatives. How much more do their friends avoid them? The one who gets wisdom loves life. The one who cherishes understanding will soon prosper. A false witness will not go unpunished, and whoever pours out lies will perish. It is not fitting for a fool to live in luxury. How much worse for a slave to rule over princes? A person's wisdom yields patience. It is to one's glory to overlook an offense. A king's rage is like the roar of a lion, but his favor is like dew on the grass. A foolish child is a father's ruin, and a quarrelsome wife is like the constant dripping of a leaky roof. Houses and wealth are inherited from parents, but a prudent wife is from the Lord. Laziness brings on deep sleep, and the shiftless go hungry. Whoever keeps commandments keeps their life, but whoever shows contempt for their ways will die. Whoever is kind to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will reward them for what they have done. Discipline your children, for in that there is hope. Do not be a willing party to their death. A hot-tempered person must pay the penalty. Rescue them, and you will have to do it again. Listen to advice and accept discipline, and at the end you will be counted among the wise. Many are the plans in a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that prevails. What a person desires is unfailing love. Better to be poor than a liar. The fear of the Lord leads to life. Then one rests content, untouched by trouble. Chapter 20. Living with Integrity. Wine is a mocker and beer a brawler. Whoever is led astray by them is not wise. A king's wrath strikes terror like the roar of a lion. Those who anger him forfeit their lives. It is to one's honor to avoid strife, but every fool is quick to quarrel. A sluggard does not plow in season, so at harvest time they look but find nothing. The purposes of a person's heart are deep waters, but one who has insight draws them out. Many claim to have unfailing love, but a faithful person who can find. The righteous lead blameless lives. Blessed are their children after them. When a king sits on his throne to judge, he winnows out all evil with his eyes. Who can say, I have kept my heart pure, I am clean and without sin? Differing weights and differing measures. The Lord detests them both. Even small children are known by their actions, so is their conduct really pure and upright. Ears that hear and eyes that see, the Lord has made them both. Do not love sleep or you will grow poor. Stay awake and you will have food to spare. "It's no good, it's no good," says the buyer, then off they go and boast about the purchase. Gold there is, and rubies in abundance, but lips that speak knowledge are a rare jewel. Take the garment of one who puts up security for a stranger. Hold it in pledge if they do it for an outsider. Food gained by fraud tastes sweet, but one ends up with a mouth full of gravel. Plans are established by seeking advice, so if you wage war, obtain guidance. A gossip betrays a confidence, so avoid anyone who talks too much. If you curse your father or mother, your lamp will be snuffed out in pitch darkness. An inheritance claimed too soon will not be blessed at the end. Do not say, "I'll pay you back for this wrong." Wait for the Lord, and he will avenge you. The Lord detests differing weights, and dishonest scales do not please him. A person's steps are directed by the Lord. How then can anyone understand their own way? It is a trap to dedicate something rashly and only later to consider one's vows. A wise king winnows out the wicked. He drives the thrashing wheel over them. The human spirit is the lamp of the Lord that sheds light on one's inmost being. Love and faithfulness keep a king safe. Through love his throne is made secure. The glory of young men is their strength, gray hair the splendor of the old. Blows and wounds scrub away evil, and beatings purge the inmost being. Chapter 21. The Heart and Conduct. In the Lord's hand the king's heart is a stream of water that he channels toward all who please him. A person may think their own ways are right, but the Lord weighs the heart. To do what is right and just is more acceptable to the Lord than sacrifice. Haughty eyes and a proud heart, the unplowed field of the wicked, produce sin. The plans of the diligent lead to profit as surely as haste leads to poverty. A fortune made by a lying tongue is a fleeting vapor and a deadly snare. The violence of the wicked will drag them away, for they refuse to do what is right. The way of the guilty is devious, but the conduct of the innocent is upright. Better to live on a corner of the roof than share a house with a quarrelsome wife. The wicked crave evil. Their neighbors get no mercy from them. When a mocker is punished, the simple gain wisdom. By paying attention to the wise they get knowledge. The righteous one takes note of the house of the wicked and brings the wicked to ruin. Whoever shuts their ears to the cry of the poor will also cry out and not be answered. A gift given in secret soothes anger, and a bribe concealed in the cloak pacifies great wrath. When justice is done, it brings joy to the righteous but terror to evildoers. Whoever strays from the path of prudence comes to rest in the company of the dead. Whoever loves pleasure will become poor. Whoever loves wine and olive oil will never be rich. The wicked become a ransom for the righteous, and the unfaithful for the upright. Better to live in a desert than with a quarrelsome and nagging wife. The wise store up choice food and olive oil, but fools gulp theirs down. Whoever pursues righteousness and love finds life, prosperity, and honor. One who is wise can go up against the city of the mighty and pull down the stronghold in which they trust. Those who guard their mouths and their tongues keep themselves from calamity. The proud and arrogant person, mocker is his name, behaves with insolent fury. The craving of a sluggard will be the death of them, because their hands refuse to work. All day long they crave for more, but the righteous give without sparing. The sacrifice of the wicked is detestable, how much more so when brought with evil intent. A false witness will perish, but a careful listener will testify successfully. The wicked put up a bold front, but the upright give thought to their ways. No human wisdom or understanding or plan can succeed against the Lord. The horse is made ready for the day of battle, but victory rests with the Lord. Chapter 22. A good name is more desirable than great riches. To be esteemed is better than silver or gold. Rich and poor have this in common. The Lord is the maker of them all. The prudent see danger and take refuge, but the simple keep going and pay the penalty. Humility is the fear of the Lord. Its wages are riches and honor and life. In the paths of the wicked are snares and pitfalls, but those who would preserve their life stay far from them. Start children off on the way they should go, and even when they are old they will not turn from it. The rich rule over the poor, and the borrower is slave to the lender. Whoever sows injustice reaps calamity, and the rod they wield in fury will be broken. The generous will themselves be blessed, for they share their food with the poor. Drive out the mocker, and out goes strife. Quarrels and insults are ended. One who loves a pure heart and who speaks with grace will have the king for a friend. The eyes of the Lord keep watch over knowledge, but he frustrates the words of the unfaithful. The sluggard says, "There's a lion outside. I'll be killed in the public square." The mouth of an adulterous woman is a deep pit. A man who is under the Lord's wrath falls into it. Folly is bound up in the heart of a child, but the rod of discipline will drive it far away. One who oppresses the poor to increase their wealth and one who gives gifts to the rich, both come to poverty. 30 sayings of the wise. Pay attention and turn your ear to the sayings of the wise. Apply your heart to what I teach. It is pleasing when you keep them within you and have them ready on your lips, so that your trust may be in the Lord. I teach you today, even you. Do not exploit the poor because they are poor, and do not crush the needy in court. For the Lord will take up their case and will exact life for life. Do not make friends with a hot-tempered person. Do not associate with one easily angered, or you may learn their ways and get yourself ensnared. Do not be one who shakes hands in pledge or puts up security for debts. If you lack the means to pay, your very bed will be snatched from under you. Do not move an ancient boundary stone set up by your ancestors. Do you see someone skilled in their work? They will serve before kings. They will not serve before officials of low rank. Chapter 23. Self-control and wisdom. When you sit to dine with a ruler, note well what is before you, and put a knife to your throat if you are given to gluttony. Do not crave their delicacies, for that food is deceptive. Do not wear yourself out to get rich. Do not trust your own cleverness. Cast but a glance at riches, and they are gone, for they will surely sprout wings and fly off to the sky like an eagle. Do not eat the food of a begrudging host. Do not crave his delicacies, for he is the kind of person who is always thinking about the cost. Eat and drink, he says to you, but his heart is not with you. Do not speak to fools, for they will scorn your prudent words. Do not move an ancient boundary stone or encroach on the fields of the fatherless, for their defender is strong. He will take up their case against you. Apply your heart to instruction and your ears to words of knowledge. Do not withhold discipline from a child. If you punish them with the rod, they will not die. Punish them with the rod and save them from death. My son, if your heart is wise, then my heart will be glad indeed. My inmost being will rejoice when your lips speak what is right. Do not let your heart envy sinners, but always be zealous for the fear of the Lord. There is surely a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off. Listen, my son, and be wise, and set your heart on the right path. Do not join those who drink too much wine or gorge themselves on meat, for drunkards and gluttons become poor, and drowsiness clothes them in rags. Listen to your father, who gave you life, and do not despise your mother when she is old. Buy the truth and do not sell it, wisdom, instruction, and insight as well. The father of a righteous child has great joy. A man who fathers a wise son rejoices in him. May your father and mother rejoice. May she who gave you birth be joyful. My son, give me your heart and let your eyes delight in my ways. A prostitute is a deep pit. An adulterous woman is a narrow well. Like a bandit she lies in wait and multiplies the unfaithful among men. Who has woe? Who has sorrow? Who has strife? Who has complaints? Who has needless bruises? Who has bloodshot eyes? Those who linger over wine, who go to sample bowls of mixed wine. Do not gaze at wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the cup, when it goes down smoothly. In the end it bites like a snake and poisons like a viper. Your eyes will see strange sights, and your mind will imagine confusing things. You will be like one sleeping on the high seas, lying on top of the rigging. They hit me, you will say, but I'm not hurt. They beat me, but I don't feel it. When will I wake up so I can find another drink? Chapter 24. Further wisdom. Do not envy the wicked, do not desire their company, for their hearts plot violence, and their lips talk about making trouble. By wisdom a house is built, and through understanding it is established. Through knowledge its rooms are filled with rare and beautiful treasures. The wise prevail through great power, and those who have knowledge muster their strength. Surely you need guidance to wage war, and victory is won through many advisers. Wisdom is too high for fools. In the assembly at the gate they have nothing to say. Whoever plots evil will be called a schemer. The schemes of folly are sin, and people detest a mocker. If you falter in a time of trouble, how small is your strength? Rescue those being led away to death. Hold back those staggering toward slaughter. If you say, "But we knew nothing about this," does not he who weighs the heart perceive it? Does not he who guards your life know it? Will he not repay everyone according to what they have done? Eat honey, my son, for it is good. Honey from the comb is sweet to your taste. Know also that wisdom is like honey for you. If you find it, there is a future hope for you, and your hope will not be cut off. Do not lurk like a thief near the house of the righteous. Do not plunder their dwelling place. For though the righteous fall 7 times, they rise again, but the wicked stumble when calamity strikes. Do not gloat when your enemy falls. When they stumble, do not let your heart rejoice, or the Lord will see and disapprove and turn his wrath away from them. Do not fret because of evildoers or be envious of the wicked, for the evildoer has no future hope, and the lamp of the wicked will be snuffed out. Fear the Lord and the king, my son, and do not join with rebellious officials, for those too will send sudden destruction on them. More sayings of the wise, these also are sayings of the wise. To show partiality in judging is not good. Whoever says to the guilty, "You are innocent," will be cursed by peoples and denounced by nations. But it will go well with those who convict the guilty, and rich blessing will come on them. An honest answer is like a kiss on the lips. Put your outdoor work in order and get your fields ready. After that, build your house. Do not testify against your neighbor without cause. Would you use your lips to mislead? Do not say, "I'll do to them as they have done to me. I'll pay them back for what they did." I went past the field of a sluggard, past the vineyard of one who has no sense. Thorns had come up everywhere, the ground was covered with weeds, and the stone wall was in ruins. I applied my heart to what I observed and learned a lesson from what I saw. A little sleep, a little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest, and poverty will come on you like a thief and scarcity like an armed man. Chapter 25. Proverbs of Solomon. These are more Proverbs of Solomon, compiled by the men of Hezekiah king of Judah. It is the glory of God to conceal a matter. To search out a matter is the glory of kings. As the heavens are high and the earth is deep, so the hearts of kings are unsearchable. Remove the dross from the silver, and a silversmith can produce a vessel. Remove wicked officials from the king's presence, and his throne will be established through righteousness. Do not exalt yourself in the king's presence, and do not claim a place among his great men. It is better for him to say to you, "Come up here," than for him to humiliate you before his nobles. What you have seen with your eyes do not bring hastily to court, for what will you do in the end if your neighbor puts you to shame? If you take your neighbor to court, do not betray another's confidence, or the one who hears it may shame you.